Welcome to MLB The Show 26. We are getting ready to end the month of August, and we are about ready to get into the month of September. We have a 6-game road trip that is starting today in Toronto and will end in Boston. That is what we are planning on covering during this live stream. We've got a 3-game road trip starting in Toronto. We've got game number 1, Cade Anderson taking on Dylan Cease in game 1. Game 2 would see Logan Gilbert face Trey Yesavage. And in game number 3, we will see George Kirby take on Shane Bieber. That is the first half of this this road trip. The second half will be taking place in Boston, as we will see Luis Castillo facing Brian Bello, and should go the right way. Ryan Sloan will face Patrick Sandoval. And then in the final game of the series, we will see who gets named the starters for that game. I'm going to be kind of curious to see who ends up getting called up during the call-up process, considering we have 4 days to call-ups, and pretty much letting the computer kind of take over that shit. And, kind of see what happens. So, we'll see how that goes. Yeah, so we'll see how that one goes. I'm not entirely sure how it's going to go, but we'll see. So, for game number 1, it's Cade Anderson against Dylan Cease. I think I'm going to do a player lock with that one. And I think we're going to player lock with we're going to player lock with first baseman Josh Naylor. And we're going to see how this one goes. So our pitching matchup is Cade Anderson versus Dylan Cease. Anderson got the call up
from Blue Jays way in Toronto,
not too long ago.
Welcome to Rogers Center. Major League Baseball on tap. It's the Seattle Mariners and the Toronto Blue Jays.
I can say it happened a lot quicker than I thought. Let's see, we got three storylines on the Mariners and one on the Blue Jays. I wonder who should we go for?
Along with my partner Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi.
So this is the start of a 3-game series.
One of the hottest bats in baseball. His consistency.
Let's hear them gush about Miles Mastrobuoni.
One of the toughest outs in the league right now. Sit back and relax because this guy's about to put on a show.
So in his last 7 games, 18 at bats, he's a 389 average, 1 homer, 3 RBIs, scored 4 runs, has an OPS of 1.264. So let's see if he can keep that going as we get into the first game of this 3-game series here from Toronto.
And our
Dylan Cease, 27 appearances, 7 and 8, 144 innings, pitched 5.25 ERA, 1.42 WHIP, 170 strikes, and well. All right, so we've got 2 outs, we've got 2 runners on, we've got Julio Rodriguez at second, Cal Raleigh standing there at third, as Josh Naylor is going to make his first appearance at the plate.
So 2 down, and here's the first.
Naylor hitting .270, 21 homers, 64 RBIs. Dare I say he's having a pretty good year.
That's a slider for a strike.
That looked good. That kind of made me think to myself, damn, I should have swung at that. But I probably would have hit it on the ground.
Fouls away
That
the
one
first
was
offering.
up in the air, fouled. Count is 0-2. So we've seen 2 sliders from Cease. I'm kind of wondering if I'm going to see something different.
Got him swinging. It's a
3.
strikeout.
And he got me to
Huge
swing and miss
strikeout
it.
there.
That hurt. Not going to lie. That one hurt.
3 out. Ball 4, take your base. You're out. 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 Ball 4, take your base. 3.
So we've got 2 outs. Cal Raleigh standing at first as Cease is moving along.
2 outs.
Up next
Runner
for
on
Seattle,
first.
the first baseman,
And now
number 12,
it's Josh Naylor.
Struck out on just 3 pitches last time.
But bring that up, why don't we?
Out to short.
That one hit the
Jimenez.
short,
The other man flipped,
and
they
the
get
flip
out.
to second, getting the force out.
One left for Seattle.
So Naylor
Still
is
no score.
0-2. We got no score. We're going into the bottom of the 3rd.
Take.
All right, so we're going to be in the field in the bottom of the 3rd. Andres Jimenez is standing at second. We got 2 outs.
And here is Kazuma Okamoto.
And Kazuma Okamoto is coming up to bat. He's a 3rd baseman. We'll see where this goes.
Ground ball,
they
and
want
that's
me
through the
to-
infield. Coming around 3rd is Jimenez.
Oh, shit.
Safe. And they
Ah!
take the lead.
I think
Damn
someone
it.
lost track of where the runners were. They're wishing they'd gotten it out on that play, even if the run did score.
Yeah, it didn't exactly go my way.
You're out. 3 out. Out. That's ball 4.
So we got 2 runners on, nobody out. This is currently, right now, our best case. Rodriguez is standing on second after a double. Clemens standing on first after a walk.
Here's Josh
Up
Naylor.
next for Seattle,
We got a
the
chance.
first baseman, number 12,
God, do we have a chance.
Naylor.
All right, so we got 2 runners on. We got nobody out. Rodriguez is leading off a second. No.
The
Naylor
possible
hitting
tying
224
angle
with
and runs on
runnings
base.
in scoring
Nobody
position.
out.
Would love to be able to bring in Rodriguez. And that ain't happening. We're going to pop it into left.
And
Everybody's
there's
going to
one
venture back to their bases, and Naylor is a, well, a 3-time failure today,
down. Here's a look at
unfortunately.
how he's using his
And it's
pitches
got a
in
lot
this
to do
one.
with that bastard right there, Dylan Cease. I'm just saying.
3.
All right, it is a 2-2 tie. Luis Varland is on the bump now, and Naylor is at the plate here in the 7th inning.
We go to the top of the
Leading off for the
7th, and
Mariners,
stepping in
the
for the
first baseman,
Mariners,
number
Josh
12,
Naylor.
Josh Naylor.
Naylor is 0 for 3. We want to avoid that 0 for 4. And that's going to happen. We're going to get a base hit.
Run is on base.
So we get a leadoff single. And,
Went up there looking
yeah.
to be aggressive and got something he could handle.
It
Nice little
worked.
drive to the pull side
Thankfully.
right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
Brendan Donovan now at the plate.
Donovan, a 2-2 count. This
Down
one's
low
going
and kicks away.
to, no, we're going to stay where we are.
No,
So we got a
advance, though.
full count.
Payoff pitch. Runner takes off. In there for strike 3. Throw down.
Damn.
And that wasn't close.
I
right there, they were just trying
thought
to
I was
stay
gonna
on the
make
double
it,
play.
but
Guide the dish isn't very fast. So
didn't work.
Safe.
So we are now moving on to the bottom. We're in the top of the 9th. We've got 1 out. Naylor is at the plate against Andrew Nardi.
Josh Naylor up next for the Mariners.
Number 12.
You know, this is kind of a tough matchup as a
Got the
left-handed
single
hitter facing a left-handed
last inning.
pitcher. What you tell yourself is, I want to stay square to the plate, try to hit the ball over the shortstop's head.
All tied up. Here at the top
Oh,
of
I should have challenged that.
So now it's all about protect mode. Try to shorten up, try to track the ball.
Oh, I
Block
should
it
have
if
challenged
you have
that
to,
first.
as far as just a late swing that maybe you're not sure about, but some way, somehow climb back into this at bat through the count.
All right, we're looking at an 0-2 count. By all rights, it should be 1-2. That first pitch should have been a ball, but I didn't want to
0-2.
challenge it.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball.
God damn it!
Missed him out. Slider got him for strike 3.
Well, clearly just anxious
I hate you.
right there, and understandably so. 0-2 count.
You're out. 3. Out. 3. Out. 3. You're out. 3. Out. You're out. 3.
All right, so we are in the 12th inning. Jeff Hoffman is at the plate. Cody Clemens is on second because of the extra inning rule, and well, we're gonna see if we can get him the third or possibly home, and hopefully get him. Maybe, hopefully get a hit.
Josh Naylor
God help me.
getting ready to hit.
God willing.
Swings through
Out
that
of
high fastball.
Never mind.
To the
That
right
one hit
side.
on the ground to first.
Beat it out.
We got Clemens over to
Guerrero
third,
to toss
so
to first.
we'll take it.
That was a productive
Especially
play
if
as
we
the
can
go-ahead
get Clemens
run moves
in.
up to third.
Not a bad outcome in that spot. The runner
Come
moves
on,
up to
Brendan.
third, and now they have a chance.
No,
Ball 4. Take the base.
really? I did all that work and got nothing? And the Blue Jays win it in the bottom of the 12th. You rat bastards. They won it in extras. Damn. Brayton Fisher ends up winning the game. Jesus Sanchez ends up being the player of the game. And Edward Bizardo takes the loss. I am going to be interested to see exactly how deep we went. And actually how deep both teams went in the bullpen. This being a 3-game series, that's kind of scary. So, damn! We went 5 pitchers. We went 5 pitchers deep. Please tell me they went as deep as we did, if not deeper. They went 1 less. They went 4. They went 4, we went 5. What the fuck, man? All right, game 2. Honestly, game 2, we're gonna need a good apparent. We're gonna need a good start from our starter in game 2. We're gonna need Logan Gilbert to basically come out here and take the belt to somebody, because our bullpen is I mean, we ain't looking too good. All right, so we're gonna go. Oh, shit, wrong one. All right, let's jump into game number 2. We're going to do another... You know what? Let's do, instead of a player lock, let's do a quick manage. Quick manage up to the 7th inning. We'll see how it goes, and we'll go from there. So Gilbert versus Usabage. And here we go.
Take. Out. Safe. Out. Out.
Oh, the mother. 4 runs. Ernie Clemens scored off of Leody Taveras' walk. Andre Jimenez, Juan Yepes, and Leody Taveras scored off of Tyler Heineman double. Well, this definitely ain't looking good for us. Well, we gotta run. We gotta run. Oh my God. Miles Mastrobuoni scored off a single from Cal Raleigh. Awesome.
You're out.
Come on, Logan. We got to do something. Our offense has got to do something, too, because this is getting ridiculous. All right, we're in the 7th inning. We're down 4-1. Let's see how the top of the 7th goes.
Out.
That's not a good start.
Out.
That's definitely not one. All right, Raleigh gets a double. And Julio gets a homer. That's a 2-run homer for Julio. We're 4-3. That's not too bad. All right, let's see how Cody Clemens responds.
3.
Okay, he struck out. All right. Logan Gilbert, what is your response?
3.
Okay, that works.
3.
That works. Excuse me. All right, Jesus Sanchez, I hate you. That's all I can say.
Ball 4. Take your base.
All right, and we walk Schneider. We're going to the bullpen. Hang on. Okay, righty. Damn. All right, we're bringing in Casey Legamina. I wouldn't normally, but
Casey
Safe.
Legamina.
so Schneider stole second, and then drove in Clemens off of a triple. And he scored another run. Really?
Out.
Man,
Out.
this is like the most lopsided. We scored in the process of 2 innings. We scored 6 runs. They scored 4 and scored 4 in this. What? I don't know. I honestly don't know what to say right now.
You're out. Out.
All right, we're in the 9th inning. We got Cody Clemens, Josh Naylor, and Brendan Donovan coming up. Shit, let's see what happens. Let's. Can we keep the magic going, or are we going to fall flat on our face? That's my
Welcome in,
question.
John Sciambi, Chris Singleton. Late stages of this one, nobody out in the 9th.
And the closer's coming out. Awesome.
So they turn to their closer, Andrew Nardi.
Andrew Nardi coming to the plate.
You're holding a small lead on the scoreboard. and you
Cody
know those
Clemens.
hitters are going to give you the best at bats they can. So it's always high stress. Let's see what he's got here to try and close it out.
And time called at the plate. Maybe trying to slow things down here in a crucial spot.
Let's see what we got to work with here. So Clemens does decent against lefties. We'll give him that. So does Naylor. Donovan is better against righties, but he's got good contact numbers. What about Rivas? I would say. Oh, good God. Yeah, I would. Yeah. We're okay. We're good with what we got. Basically, at this point, if we can't get a run, then
There's a swing and a drive.
we deserve what we
And
got.
it's a
That was
ball.
foul.
Looking to get the tying run on base. Swing and a miss. And the count is 0-2.
Looks like it's pretty straight. I thought they'd be shading me one way or another. That one back up the middle, and it's through. Clemens starts us off with a leadoff single after going down 0-2.
Riding on it, certainly a pivotal swing of the bat in this ball game.
So Naylor comes to the plate with a runner on
that pitch inside. Instead, good quick hands allowed him to get the barrel to it, just shoot it up the middle of the field for that knock.
Here's Josh Naylor.
Naylor hits this one through the infield. And we've got 2 runners on. Nobody out.
Big swing of the bat right there. A chance now to even the score and maybe extend this game.
So digging in, Brendan Donovan.
Brendan Donovan is coming to the plate. Donovan is going to hit that one into the outfield.
Brings it in.
And the runner from second tags up, gets the third. We got runners at the corners. We got a guy. We got a guy coming to the plate. We've got Randy Arozarena coming to the plate. Naylor. He ain't got the speed, but he's got the ability. I'm trying to see if I can. I'm thinking if maybe sending Naylor, trying to steal second with Naylor and avoid the double play would be a good spot.
Step off throw to first.
Yeah, I think he thought he kind of noticed I had the same idea.
But I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
Runner takes off.
Yep.
In there.
He's in.
Second, out of bounds, safe.
Well, he picked over once just before the pitch to check on him, but that didn't seem to slow up his jump on the pitch at all. I think that guy's been studying some video. Awesome job to be prepared, got the timing down, and he gets into scoring position.
Well, it kind of helps that throw was a bounce throw. They pitch out.
But no action.
Oh, come on. I mean, nobody. The pitch out would have been would have worked before I tried to steal second. Ooh. No. That was my fault.
2 on, 1 out.
And Arozarena is going to line that one into left.
Grabs it on the run.
The runner from third is going to score.
In to score from third.
We tied the game, and
they miss a big chance.
Why did the guy from second move up?
So a ninth inning comeback here, and this game has been flipped on its head. We are deadlocked at 8 apiece.
Why?
Bottom half of the
I understand the guy from
home side looking to walk.
I don't know.
And now for the Jays, Jesus Sanchez.
Ball 1.
Now you're gonna have to work for this, fool.
2-seam fastball, middle inside.
When you get ahead in the count, there's no doubt that the success rate goes up, and that's what he's been doing. It's made a big impact for him in recent games.
He hit that one on the ground to second, and we get the first out.
And the leadoff man retired here in the 9th. Davis Schneider getting ready to hit.
Davis Schneider's up. Yeah, I figured he'd be getting tired. That one's in for a strike.
Ball, that's outside.
That's a ball.
4-seam fastball, high outside.
And the count
That
1
one
and
fouled
2.
off. Count goes to 1-2.
Below inside.
That's ball 2.
Nah. I thought maybe he might go for it.
Two-seam fastball. Below inside.
He hits that one on the ground. Crawford
Fires
makes
to
the
first,
stop, the throw.
and very nicely
When
done
we
for
get
the
2
out.
It's
outs.
such a great feeling when a team can rely on their shortstop to make a play like that. It builds up confidence for everyone on his team. It might even inspire a few more web gems before the
Ernie
game
Clement
is
is up. He had a
Ernie
triple, an
Clement
RBI,
next up
2
for the Blue
runs.
Jays.
Below inside.
That one hit on the ground. Naylor makes the pick,
Takes it
the
himself.
tag,
That's the third
and
out.
we're
And
going
headed
to extras.
Blue Jays go down
Here
in
in
order. Score remains
Toronto.
at 8 apiece.
Again.
Now pitching. for
Back
the Blue
now,
Jays.
and we're in extras. A
Number
new arm on the
23.
mound here in the top half
All right,
of the inning.
what we got?
Jeff Hoffman.
50th time
Jeff
he's come
Hoffman
into a
on the
game
mound.
this year. He's been relied on out of the
49
pen
appearances.
quite a
He's
bit.
4-3 with 10 holds. 48.2 on the innings pitched.
Runner in scoring position.
A high 3 ERA.
Miles Mastrobuoni getting ready to hit.
Miles Mastrobuoni, he is 4 for 4 with multiple singles in the game.
This one chopped on the
That one
ground.
hit on the
but foul.
ground.
As a pitcher, you know the runner on second.
So he's had a single in the 5th, the 6th, and the 7th inning. I kind of would like to know what he did in the beginning, just to. Okay.
Ready to push things with his speed. A base hit's probably going to be a big run, so you really have to execute on
Ah, damn it.
Lifted in the air down the left side. He's got it. 1 away.
Oh, that at bat didn't go well. And that was kind of my bad.
Go ahead, run on base.
J.P.
Crawford
Crawford
up next for
is
the
up.
Mariners.
And Boog, I'd
He's
say
0
he's
for 2,
due.
2 walks, an RBI, and a run.
Checks the runner. Rosarena dives
Thought
back.
they could get Rosarena, but he goes, no. You're going to need to try a little bit harder than that.
And that is cut on and missed.
Damn it.
Toronto's bullpen with some action. Tyler Rogers.
Tyler Rogers
Right-handed
is up in the
sinker baller.
bullpen
He
for
looks to be
Toronto.
ready himself.
That was a slip.
So now it's all
So
about
we're down
protect. Try to
0-2.
shorten up, try to track the
We
ball.
got a Rosarena
Block
at
it if
second.
you have to, as far as just a late swing that maybe you're not sure
That
about.
one hit
So
through the infield.
Now this one
A
gets through.
Rosarena's going to haul ass home
Flies around third.
and make it because the throw is up line, off line.
They take the
And
lead.
J.P.
Now
Crawford
in the
drives in his second run.
The RBI single, that was big.
Thank
Get that
you.
front
He hit
foot
it
down
right through the
and pitch
infield,
recognition
right
was
past,
on point.
right
Pretty
through the
impressive for an
hole.
0-2 count.
Now it's the right fielder, Nathan Lucas.
Nathan Lucas is up as we're back to the top of the order.
Quick move to first, and Crawford gets in there.
Okay. We got him thinking. Ooh.
In the air,
And
left
that
field.
one hit lazy in the left.
Ball.
It drops. We got runners at first and second
Quick
with
throw
1
back
out.
in. Lead runner holds it second with 1 gone.
Up next for Seattle, catcher.
And here's the
Cal
catcher.
Raleigh is at the plate. He is 2 for 5 on the day. Ooh, damn it. I saw that pitch and I thought, oh, that looks good, and then realized just afterwards,
2
like,
on,
fuck!
1 out. And that one.
And that one
foul.
is fouled off. Count is 0-2. Raleigh hitting .202 with runners in scoring position this year.
The 0-2. Swing and a
And
miss.
yeah.
That's about
Why?
as nasty of a splitter as you'll come across, especially in terms
Why?
of movement. I mean, that thing tumbles
Oh,
out of his
that
hand and just
splitter.
drops off the table at the last moment.
It looked
He keeps
good,
it down.
but
It's just so tough to put wood on.
Here comes
It
the
wasn't
manager out of the Blue Jays dugout.
And
he will make a move to the pen. Jeff Hoffman will
Jeff
depart.
Hoffman
And the
is
lineup
coming out.
closed on him yet as he's responsible
And,
for the runners on base. Back with a new pitcher after this.
we'll see who the new pitcher is, although I've got a feeling it's probably Tyler Rogers.
Tommy Nance on
Nope.
the pitch here.
Should be
Tommy
a good
Nance.
first matchup for him here. He's been doing a
59
great
appearances,
job
3 and 3 with
against
5
right-handed
holds,
bats so far this
64.1,
season. They've had a lot of
3.22
trouble squaring
ERA,
him up.
24.8 on the whip. Righties hate him, lefties
Julio
love him.
Rodriguez coming
And
to
he's
the plate
facing
now
Julio.
in a big spot. He's already homered here in this one.
A slider, a slurve, and a sinker. So nasty, and oh my God! And that one hit right up the middle.
Crawford rounds third.
Everybody's on their
In
way.
comes the run from second. Safe
We have a
there.
2-run
We've got
lead
runners at
as
second and
Julio
third,
gets an
2 away.
RBI
Just
double.
so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue. to
And Cody
carry
Clemens is
through
coming to the plate.
the middle of the field.
Now, Cody Clemens. Foul ball there.
Clemens is 1 for 5 with a single and a run scored. Okay.
And now it's even up.
Clemens hitting 215 with runners in scoring position. Honestly, a blue pit would probably get the runner from third home.
Last couple of pitches breaking balls away. I think he's going to have to
A
come
gap
firm
shot would probably
inside
get
to be
both
able
of
to
them
open up
home.
that location if he wants to go back there later in this count.
Depending on the gap.
2 on, 2 outs.
And that's going to get one.
1 run is in.
Rodriguez is going to come around to score, push it up to a 4-run lead.
5-4.
Nicely done. Brings home 2. Just a cookie down the middle. I mean, those
Nice.
are the ones you dream about. The
Clemens
ones in the cage,
took
you're
it
just
to
hoping you get in the ball.
him, and
Right
Clemens
down the middle,
sent
not
it the
a whole
other
lot
way,
flashy,
and
right on top of it.
all I can say is
Here's the first baseman,
thank you
Josh
for bringing
Naylor.
in Tommy Nance because we now have a bigger lead because of him.
Tosses to first.
I was willing to take a
Just get
2-run
off the
lead,
field
but
after
damn,
that frame.
I'll
So
take
4
this.
runs on 4 hits, no errors, and a runner left on.
So
Last chance to
Santana,
even things up.
Jimenez,
We head to the
and
bottom of inning number 10.
Yepes
It's
are gonna
the
come to the
Mariners
plate.
12 and the Blue Jays 8.
I'm going to bring in somebody.
On to the bottom of the 10th. Anthony Santander.
So Ernie Clement is at second.
Digs in now.
Casey
And time is
Legamina
called for a mound visit now.
is on the bump,
Big
but
moment in this
I
game,
don't
so
know if
they'll
I want to
talk it
bring.
over.
I don't know if I want to bring. I think we're going to bring in the lefty. I think we're going to bring in the lefty Spires and let him pitch. I don't want to run Legamina ragged.
Now pitching for
I think bringing
Gets
Spires
the call
in will
from the
be
pen.
good.
He comes
34
out for the
appearances. He's
35th
1 and
time
3.
this year.
13 holds and 37 in the third innings pitched. 280, 289. Righties hate him. Lefties love him. And he's a lefty. But righties can't hit for shit against him, and lefties can hit over 300. So
Four-seam fastball.
make that make sense.
Check swing called
Then
strike.
for a strike.
Strike 1.
Middle inside. Slider. Middle inside.
Ball, that's in.
One misses for a ball. Clement is
Sinker.
he's not even a factor.
Sinker. Low outside.
Honestly,
Man at second.
Ball.
it isn't until they put at least another.
Sinker.
At least till they put 2 runners on base that I would be slightly worried.
And he swings through that one.
Slider. Middle
But-
outside.
I mean, that would,
Keeps
That
the at
one's
bat going
fouled
with a foul
off.
ball.
Sinker. Low outside.
basically, I ain't worried about Clement.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
We got
Really
Santander
good
to
baseball
strike
the other
out
way,
there.
So credit the pitcher for having him out in front of that pitch. Clearly he had him fooled.
Andres
So now,
Jimenez, he's
with
2 for
one
4,
away, a man
double,
at
single,
second.
RBI, and a
Here's
run
Andres
scored.
Jimenez.
Middle outside.
We'll see how he does. He hits
Ground
that one to
ball
first. Clement moved
He
up.
steps on the bag. Blue Jays have just 1 out.
They only got 1 out left.
Up next for
So
the
we're doing
Blue Jays.
pretty good so far.
And now it's Juan Yepes
One. Yepes
This
is
is a
up.
big
He's 1 for
opportunity
3
for
with
him
a
to pick up
single.
his teammate right here.
Four-seam fastball. Low inside.
That one. Oh, he's going to get the run in.
In comes the run from third to trim the lead.
Yepes is gonna keep the game moving.
Narrows the deficit with the RBI there. Nice job of driving
kinda
that
figured
pitch
this
the
was gonna
other way
happen.
on the line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
Here's Leody Taveras.
Taveras is up.
Taveras at the plate now, and that's strike one.
He's 0 for 3 with a walk, an RBI, and a run. To say that his day has been
Sinker. Low outside.
blah is probably about right.
That's a ball.
Down low the ball. We got a 1-1 count,
The M's
2 outs.
trying to close out a 3-run lead here in extra innings.
Taveras
Ball hit out
sends
towards
this
left
one
center
way
field.
into left center.
Can't get there.
And
Should be
what?
extra bases coming home. And they cut the lead to 2.
Well, that gets him a little closer in this one. Got a fastball, middle of the plate, jumped all over it.
Okay,
Absolutely smoked that ball. Now that sets up a huge at bat in this ball game.
I kind of need to see the replay here because I swear to God, I kind of want to see the replay because, especially from the perspective of the ball, because I swear to God, I thought I had a good lay on it. What? Oh, damn. I was a step too late. That's why. Okay, so we got Munoz. Alright, this might be the time we might want to... yeah. This is the time where fear might be a good thing.
Stuff for the Blue Jays.
Inside.
So, he does decently against lefties. He hates righties. I'm not willing to
Low outside.
give this up just yet, but
Check swing called
they
strike.
got him around on that one. He's 1 for 4 with a double and 3 RBIs. Oh yeah, he had that.
The Jays with the tie.
Oh yeah, he had that
And the
hit
whole team trying to pull it out.
at one point that was just nasty. Heinen is 160 with runners in scoring position.
Outside. Sinker. Low outside.
I'm gonna go to the bear down function.
Way high
Ooh,
with that one.
no,
And the count 2-1.
bad.
He's
That
getting a
was
little
my bad.
frustrated out there on the mound, getting hit around a little bit. Let's see if he can settle himself down.
Tying run at the plate.
He's gonna hit that one
Runner around third.
in.
He'll score easily.
We
It's an
give up the
RBI
run.
single, and now
It's
they
12-11.
Well, back within one as
Yeah.
he brings home the run. So much of good hitting is finding holes in the defense. That's why you're
Where-
always thinking line drive into the gap. Those kinds of swings really boost your confidence.
Manager out of the dugout, and he's going to
I
make a
probably
change.
should have pulled him earlier, but
Andres Munoz.
I went
into the
for it.
game.
He's averaging more than 1 hit allowed per inning pitched this season, and that's not where you want to be at all. So we'll see how he does here.
Stubbs in the box now. No balls and a strike. This one in the air.
gonna hit that one to center. Rodriguez
under
is gonna
it.
make the
He's got
catch.
it. Ball game.
We're gonna tightrope out of here.
Allowed to win it tightly as this one ends as a
It should have
one-run ball
ended. It shouldn't have ended as close as it did, but
on the road and going extras into 10.
I mean,
so hard to
we
pull those
kinda-
out, but I think this team did a great job of keeping the crowd out of the ball game late.
But we
When you can do
got
that,
it.
kinda calms everything
So,
down,
Legumina
keeps the
goes
adrenaline
2-1.
of the opposing team
Munoz
down a
gets
bit.
his 23rd save.
Steal a win
Hoffman
and get out of here.
falls to 4-4. Key thing is, series is tied at a game apiece. Game 3, which will be tomorrow, will be the swing game of the series, and that's all that's important is game 3. With game 3 coming up now, somebody's going to win the series, and we're not getting swept. So take the wins where we can get them, I suppose. This game ended up being a lot tighter than it should have been, but Nathan Lucas was named player of the game. He went 3 for 5 with a double and 3 RBIs. Legamina gets the win, goes 2 and a third innings, gives up 3 hits, 2 runs. Hoffman goes 2/3 of an inning, he gives up 2 runs. Munoz comes in, gets his 23rd save. It was a lot tighter than it should have been. Raleigh and Lucas get doubles. Rodriguez had a homer. Rosarena, Raleigh had single RBIs. Rodriguez had 3. Clemens had 2. Lucas had 3. Crawford had 2. Rosarena had the sac fly. Naylor stole his 12th bag. Gilbert went 6 2/3, gave up 4 hits, 6 runs, all of them earned, 5 walks, 8 Ks. I mean, the good thing is we didn't have to go deep into our bullpen. We only went 3 deep. So, I mean, that's a good thing, especially for this final game coming up. Legamina goes 2 1/3, 3 hits, 3 runs, 2 of them earned. Honest to God, I don't know how that rose when we didn't even commit an error, but whatever. Gabe Spire goes 2/3 of an inning, 3 hits, 2 runs, a strikeout. Munoz goes 1/3 of an inning, gets the fly out. We get the hell out of here with the victory. I'll be back. We will cover what happened with the Blue Jays in just a second. All right, for the Blue Jays, Taveras, Jimenez, and Heineman had doubles. Clement had a triple. Sanchez a homer. Taveras had 2 RBIs. Sanchez had 1. Clement had 1. Jimenez had 1. Heineman had 4. Yepes had 1, and Santadera had 1. Yepes had 1 stolen base. Schneider had 2. Trey Savage goes 7, gives up 9 hits, 3 runs, 2 walks, 9 Ks. Brandon Little goes 1/3 of an inning, gave up 3 hits, 4 runs, 2 walks. Braden Fisher goes 2/3 of an inning. Andrew Narney blows the save, his 7th on the year. Goes an inning, gives up 2 hits, 1 run. And then Jeff Hoffman gets the loss. He goes 2/3 of an inning, gives up 2 hits, 3 runs, 2 of them earned. I hate that ghost rule. I really do, especially when it comes to this. And 1 strikeout, because it should be 3 runs and 3 earned, even if it's an extra inning runner that crosses, but whatever. And then Tommy Nance goes 1/3 of an inning, gives up 2 hits, a run, and that ends up being it. So we're going to move on to game 3 of this series. Toronto looking to take it to, basically both teams are looking to win the series 2-1, but only one can. And we will wrap up the month of August with George Kirby versus Shane Bieber. You know what? Let's jump in. Let's do another quick manage for this. Let's do another quick manage. I'm curious. I kind of wanted to see how it's going to go. I don't want to lock in on one certain player. I just want to see how it goes. So we're going to jump in. We're going to do that. And we got Kirby. We got Bieber. Somebody's taking a day off. I can just tell. Somebody in the outfield is taking a day off for sure. Maybe. We'll see what they say. Oh, okay. They want Donovan to take a day off. I buy that. You want to give you want to give Donovan a day off? Why not give Lucas a day off too? Okay, Cal Raleigh. I could work with that. Yep. All right. And okay, yeah, we'll do that. So Robles and Kinzer and Rivas are going to be coming in today. We'll see how it goes.
Out. You're out. 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 Out.
So we put up 2 runs in the top of the third. A 2-run homer from Josh Naylor. He and Nathan Lucas come across to score. Naylor hitting his 22nd on the year.
You're out. Out.
All right, 2-1 as the Blue Jays put a run across in the form of a Andre Jimenez homer to center, his 8th on the year.
Out.
Mariners add 3 and say, hey, look, we ain't giving this shit away. It is 5-1 as Julio Rodriguez came around to score on a Leo Rivas double. And then Josh Naylor and Leo Rivas came around to score on a Miles Mastrobuoni single to center. So, go M's.
You're out.
7th inning, we're up 5-1. I think we're in good shape.
Out.
Kirby's going strong.
Safe.
He gives up a run. It's 5-2. Tyler Rogers is now in the 8th inning.
Out.
All right, let's see how Kirby does through the bottom of the 8th. He gave up a run. It's 5-3. I think we'll be bringing in the closer to pitch the 9th. So Arozarena, Mastrobuoni, and Crawford will come to the plate.
3.
Arozarena struck out. Mastrobuoni grounds out. Crawford singles. We go back to the top of the order. Robles hits a single. Kinzer is now up with 2 outs.
Out.
He hit into a fielder's choice. It is 5-3. We are going to the bullpen. We are bringing in Matt Brash to close it out.
Now pitching for Seattle, number 47, Matt Brash.
And see how it goes.
3.
Got the strikeout on Okamoto. Clement hits a single.
Out.
Jimenez hits into a fielder's choice. 2 outs. Leody Taveras is the last man standing. Let's see. How does it go?
Hey.
Well, Jimenez still second. So he gives Taveras a little bit more rope. He hits a single. Taveras drives in Jimenez. And Miles Straw is the last man up. It is 5-4. Vladimir Guerrero would be next if Straw gets a hit. He strikes out. Mariners win the game 5-4. George Kirby with the victory. Shane Bieber the loss. Josh Naylor, player of the game, he goes 2 for 4 with a homer, 2 RBIs, and 2 runs scored. Rodriguez and Rivas hit doubles. Naylor gets the homer, 2 RBIs from Naylor. Rivas has an RBI. Mastrobuoni has 2. Kinzer grounds into a double play. Kirby goes 8, gives up 9 hits, 3 runs, 1 walk, 6 Ks. Brash gets his 4th save on the year. Goes an inning, gives up 2 hits, gives up a run, but he strikes out 2. For Toronto, Okamoto gets a double. Straw gets a triple. Varsho and Jimenez each homer. Tavares, Varsho, Jimenez, and Schneider get RBIs. Clement and Schneider going into double plays. Jimenez stole 2 bases, racking his total up to 28. Beaver goes 5 innings. He gives up 7 hits, 3 runs, all of them earned, and 3 Ks. Tommy Nance, last 2/3 of an inning, he gives up 3 hits, 2 runs, and a strikeout. Tyler Rogers, an inning and a third. Nothing to show, but an inning and a third is still a good inning. Luis Varland, he goes 2 innings, gives up 2 hits, but he strikes out 2. And that is it. Toronto loses the series 2-1. And we will be... Oh, shit. Okay, never mind. We'll be ending the month of September with our first game at Boston. Luis Castillo versus Brian Bello. And then we'll have the call-ups. I completely missed that. Alright, so... Let's see, who's on the injured list? Oh, seriously? Cody Clemens is on the injured list with a bruised shin. Man. I mean, we got depth, thank God, but him being on the injured list with a bruised shin, not ideal, but we'll handle it. Alright, so we've got some completed transactions that have come across the wire. Actually, just one. The Blue Jays are bringing up Bowden Francis to the big club. Interesting. Alright. Let's go get a little intel on the newest guy to be brought up. Oh, Bowden Francis is 29 years old. He was a 7th round pick back in 2017. He has 3 years of MLB service time. In the majors this year, he's made 21 appearances. He started 6 games. He's went 1-1. He's been primarily a bullpen pitcher, but he has made 6 starts. So maybe they're strengthening their bullpen. Maybe they're trying to inject life in their arms. I don't know. It's a little weird, but whatever. We'll see how it goes. I mean, you never know. Alright, so we got game 1 of a 3-game set here in Boston. Let's take a quick look at the standings. So the Mariners have a 9-game lead over the Rangers, a 13-game lead over the Angels, 14 over the Athletics, and 16 over the Astros. The Athletics are not in last place. Damn. Okay, well, Astros being on a 5-game losing streak might help with that. So in the Central, the Twins are a 1.5 games up on the Royals. The White Sox are sitting back there at 11.5 going, pick me, pick me! And everybody else is just going, fuck, let's get this season over. The Guardians are 16.5 and the Tigers are 20 back and they're going, come on. It's like, come on, let us just get to the off season. Let us get our hearts ripped out. And the American League East, the Rays are 3.5 up on the Yankees, 4 up on the White Sox, 9 up on the Orioles, and the Blue Jays are bringing in the cellar at 14.5 back. So it could be, not willing to say this just yet, but it could be a 3-team race in the East. Red Sox are on a 2-game winning streak currently. Not really saying much, but it could be. I mean, but, you know, the Yankees are the Yankees, so, I mean, you never know. But the Rays in their last 10 have won 7 out of 10. Again, you never know what to expect. So Wild card, the Royals and the Yankees control the first 2 slots. The Red Sox control the third. They have a 4-game lead over the Rangers. So that's looking decent. In the National League, the Braves have a 6.5-game lead over the Mets, a 9.5-game lead over the Phillies, 12.5 over the Marlins, and a 24.5 over the Nationals. That's probably not even I guarantee you that's not even the worst record right now, because that one definitely belongs to the Rockies. And we ain't even gotten there yet. The Central, the Cubs are 3.5 games ahead of the Pirates. 18 games ahead of the Brewers, 21 ahead of the Reds, and 22.5 ahead of the Cardinals. So basically it's the Cubs, the Pirates, and then everybody else is chopped liver. In the West, it's the Dodgers, and then everybody else is basically trying to shoot their shot at the third wild card spot. The Rockies are 43 games back. They are 38 and 99. I have to know this because I have to look. We'll look after the wild card. So the Pirates have a commanding lead for the first wild card slot. The Mets have, I'd say, a good lead. And the Phillies have a 2-game lead over the Brewers for the third spot, as well as the Padres. So basically, the Brewers, the Padres, and the Marlins are kind of duking it out, trying to get as close to Philly as they can. And everybody else is just trying to prop up their bad season. So 63 wins for the Blue Jays. God damn, somebody needs to come save the Rockies because that's just brutal. All right, so we got a 3-game series against the Red Sox coming up. Brian Bello against Luis Castillo for Game 1. Should be an interesting series. Game 2 will be Ryan Sloan against Patrick Sandoval. And Game 3, Garrett Crochet against Cade Anderson. That one could get interesting. That one could get very interesting. All right, so that's September call-ups. I'm going to see. So AAA has about 2 more weeks left, and then, they got longer than that. Their season doesn't come to an end until the 20th of September. AA, their season comes to an end the 13th of September. I wonder how they're going to deal with these call-ups because this could get interesting. All right, so Game 1. Game 1, we're going to do quick manage. I'm more curious about how they're going to handle the call-ups than anything. So let's see how it goes. I'm going to jump in. We'll do a quick manage here. Red Sox and the Mariners here at Fenway. I mean, it is what it is. It's going to get... Oh, okay. All right, we'll give Nathan Lucas the day off. We'll have Rob Refsnyder come in, and he'll play right field. So let's see how it goes.
Out! You're out!
We get a run in the top of the second. Randy Arozarena came around to score on a Miles Mastrobuoni double. They tied it with a solo homer from somebody. I don't know who. We'll have to see. My guess would be Trevor Story, since he's the only one that actually has a hit. So, okay.
Out! Out!
So it's 1-1 going into the 4th inning. 5 innings in the book. Score still tied at 1.
Out! Save! You're out!
6th inning now. 1-1 score. We did commit 2 errors, so... Oops.
Out!
So we get a run in the top of the 7th. Score is 2-1. Randy Arozarena hit his 15th homer to right. It'll be Anthony, Yoshida, and Rafaela against Luis Castillo. I'm willing to give him enough rope just to see how it starts. So let's see how it goes with Anthony first. Fuck! Never mind. God damn it! I should have went with the. I should have went to the bullpen. I should have went to the bullpen. Danny Columbi is on the mound. It'll be Raleigh, Rodriguez, and Robles. I really should have went to the bullpen, but I... So we move on to the bottom of the eighth. We are going to make a pitching change. Edward Bazardo is going to come in
Seattle,
and
83,
pick it up
Eduardo
here.
Bazardo.
Out. 3.
So we move on to the top of the ninth inning. Justin Slayton is currently on the mound. He will face Naylor, Donovan, and Arozarena. At least that's what I think.
Now pitching for the Red Sox.
Never mind. So they're bringing in a new arm.
57,
Greg Weisert.
You're out.
Naylor flew out.
That's ball 4.
Donovan drew a walk.
Ball 4. Take your base.
Arozarena draws a walk. Interesting. Mastrobuoni's got 2 runners on, 1 out, and he's 1 for 3.
Now pitching for the Red Sox.
Ryan
Number
Watson is
56.
now coming in. Watson is a righty. Interesting. All right, we'll see how that one goes.
3.
Mastrobuoni struck out. Crawford is up with 2 outs and runners at first and second. He hits a single, keeps it moving. Rob Refsnyder is next at the plate.
3.
Refsnyder struck out. We're going to the bottom of the ninth. Carlos Navarez, William Contreras, and Roman Anthony. You mother... Navarez walked it off with a solo homer. Red Sox get the win. Roman Anthony was named player of the game. I dispute that. I feel like it should be Navarez because, yes, Anthony tied the game in the 7th, but Navarez, he won them the game. So for Seattle, Refsnyder and Mastrobuoni had doubles. Arozarena had a homer, had an RBI. Mastrobuoni had the other one. Naylor and Robles committed fielding errors. Castillo had a wild pitch. Castillo went 7, gave up 7 hits, 2 runs, walked 2, struck out 9. Bazardo, who takes the loss, goes an inning, gives up a hit, a run, and gets 1 K. For the Red Sox, Roman Anthony, Trevor Story, and Carlos Navarez had homers. Roman Anthony, Trevor Story, and Carlos Navarez had RBIs. Roman Anthony had a sac hit. Jaron Duran had his 20th stolen base. Brian Bello goes 6, gives up 5 hits, 2 runs, walked 2, struck out 8. Danny Columbi goes an inning, gets a K. Justin Slayton goes an inning, gets a K. Greg Weisert goes a third of an inning, he walked 2. And then Ryan Watson goes 2/3 of an inning, gives up a hit, but strikes out 2. And beginning to win, so game 1 of this series goes to the Red Sox, and well, it wasn't even close. So, damn. All right, so we will see. We'll see how the call-ups go, because I don't expect anything to be done until I mean the deadline for call-ups is the 27th of September. The regular season for AAA doesn't end until the 20th. and Double A is the week before. So until the regular season's over, there ain't gonna be any call-ups. At least I wouldn't think so. Game 2, Ryan Sloan versus Patrick Sandoval. That's going to be a get-back game, hopefully. Let's see how that one goes. Should we do a player lock? Let's see. Who should we player lock against? You know what? Let's player lock with Randy Arozarena. So game 2, we'll do a player lock here with Randy Arozarena.
Live from the venerable grounds of Fenway Park in Boston, Massachusetts. Tuesday baseball on the show. It's the Seattle Mariners and the Boston Red Sox. With my partner Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. Today, all eyes are on the mound as we've got a pitcher who's been absolutely on fire lately. In fact, in his recent outings, he's been nearly untouchable, Singy.
Oh, you're not kidding, Boog. Opponents have looked lost against this guy, and the way he's pitching, it doesn't look like he's slowing down anytime soon.
All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. Now the starting pitcher in this one, Patrick Sandoval. But, Chris, he hasn't exactly been stellar here on his home mound.
All right,
Well,
Sandoval, 20 appearances, 5 and 6,
well
120.1. So we got Ref Snyder standing at second. We've got 2 outs as Arozarena will make his first appearance.
So runner
At
at
the
second,
dish.
2 down. Now it's Randy Arozarena.
Sandoval, the lefty, with a 5-pitch mix that includes a slider, change, 2-seam, 4-seam, and a curve. That slider misses. Arozarena is 3 for 16 against Sandoval with 3 Ks. Ooh, that was the changeup, and that was nasty to say the least.
Out to
That
short.
one is hit on the ground to
Story.
short. Story's going to make
To
the throw
first,
across,
inning
and
over.
the inning is over.
now the
No,
Red
but he comes
Sox
across
get their turn.
as we
No
go
score.
to the
You're
bottom of the
watching
first
Major League
inning.
Baseball exclusively on the show.
Contreras, Anthony, and Yoshida will face the Mariners pitcher.
Ball 4, take your base. 3.
Wow.
Out.
Holy
Out.
shit.
Out. 3. 3. Out. Out. 3. 3. Ball 4, take your base. 3. You're out. Out.
So Randy Arozarena is going to lead off the fourth. Cade Anderson has been roughed up. He's given up 5 runs in 2 innings. It's not looking
Welcome
good.
back to the ballpark as we check out the current playoff picture.
So it's Tampa, Seattle, and Minnesota leading the division. The wild card is Kansas City, Boston, and the Yankees. The Orioles, Rangers, White Sox, and Athletics are in the hunt.
Swing and a miss. It's
damn it.
0-1. What about the fans at Fenway? Would they let you have it from time to time?
They're definitely intelligent baseball
Hit that
fans,
one on the
which
ground to
is
third. That was
awesome.
going to be picked
They're
up,
not
thrown
waiting
across,
for something to
and
happen.
that's
They
going to be
can
an out.
smell a
So
big
Arozarena
inning or
goes
anticipate
down.
a situation setting.
You're out.
So we're looking at 5-1, bottom of the 6th. Julio Rodriguez is on first as Randy Arozarena is
So a
going to
man
come
at
to the
first.
plate.
Randy Arozarena digs in now. Has grounded out a couple of times.
Arozarena is 0 for 2.
Well, these Mariners, from what we've seen,
I'm really beginning to hate that changeup.
Too patient at the plate. Sometimes it's a good thing, but today they're continuing to fall behind in the count, and that's adding a ton of pressure to
Rosarena
their
is going to hit
offense.
that one to right. It's unfortunately going to drop from the glove, and Rodriguez will scamper back to first.
I mean, they're
One out.
getting hittable pitches. That's why they're called strikes. But going back to the
First
dugout,
baseman.
knowing you could have done.
Out. Out.
Donovan drove in a run.
3. 3. Out. 3. Out. 3. 3.
Yimi Garcia is on the mound now. Julio Rodriguez struck out. We got Garrett Whitlock. He's on the mound for Boston.
So digging in, Randy or Rosarena? 0 for 3 in this one.
So we're looking at righty versus righty is Whitlock. Take on Rosarena. And Rosarena is going to hit that one to left, but it's going to get
That's
caught.
number 2.
Unfortunately, that is going to be
Good
out
pitch. You
number
just
2.
kind of had him out in front on that pitch away. And wasn't able to
Rosarena
stay
is
close.
not having a good night.
Out. Safe. Out. Out. 3.
We're down.
3. 3.
So we lose the game 6-4. We tried to make a comeback, but it did not.
Playing
not
meaningful games
happen.
in September's always
So we're down
exciting.
2 games to none in the series.
This will just
We're going to
add
be
more
looking
fuel
to
the
avoid getting
This
swept.
one ends with a final score of 6-4 for Chris Singleton and our entire crew. I'm John Shambi saying so long.
Brian Sloan drops to 4-5. Raldis Chapman gets his 39th save. Sandoval goes to 6-6. Red Sox lead the series 2 games to none. Seattle's going to look to avoid the sweep. Red Sox are going to look for the brooms. Yoshida goes 3 for 4 with a homer and an RBI. Sandoval goes 6, gives up 6 hits, strikes out 6, a walk, and 2 earned runs. Sloan lasted 3 innings, gave up 7 hits, 2 Ks, a walk, and 5 earned runs. Donovan had 2 doubles. Ref Schneider had a double. Donovan had a homer. Mastrobuoni had a homer. Donovan had 2 RBIs, as did Mastrobuoni. We covered Ryan Sloan. He went 3, gave up 7 hits, 5 runs, a walk, and 2 Ks. Carlos Vargas goes 3 innings, gets a walk, gives up a walk. Yimi Garcia goes an inning, gives up 2 K, strikes out 2. Jose A. Ferreira goes an inning, gives up 2 hits, a run, 1 strikeout. And for the Red Sox, Jared Duran, Marcelo Mayer, and Wilson Contreras had doubles. Yoshida had a homer. Duran had 2 RBIs. Mayer had 3. Yoshida had 1. Roman Anthony and Yoshida had stolen bases. Patrick Sandoval lasted 6 innings, gave up 6 hits, 2 runs, a walk, and 6 Ks. Garrett Whitlock goes an inning and 2/3, gives up a hit and 3 Ks. Justin Slayton goes a third of an inning, and then Peyton Tolles goes a third of an inning, gives up 2 hits, 2 runs, and a strikeout. Aroldis Chapman goes the last 2/3, gets 2 strikeouts, and gets his 39th save on the year. Again, Red Sox are up 2 games to none in the series. We'll see how Game 3 goes. This series is not really going the way we thought it would, but can't really say too much about it because not surprised. We got Logan Evans taking the mound against Garrett Crochet. Okay, so Grant Knipp has been called up to the AA squad. Mason Peters is joining him. Charlie Bellison is going up to AAA. Emerson Hancock went up to AAA. Carlos Vargas. Okay, so Vargas went up to the major league roster. That's why he made that appearance when he did. And Logan Evans is moving up to AAA. Why? So we have 40 men on our 40-man roster. I'm trying to figure out why Logan Evans. Logan Evans is, man, I'm just gonna be completely honest. Logan Evans has been dog shit this year. But that's not really saying much about the rest of our team. The rest of our team's been kind of shit this year too. Yeah. Not having Bryce Miller right now is really killing. Not having Bryce Miller right now is really killing us. Alright, so let's see what transactions are done. So, the Giants are bringing up Tristan Beck and Landon Rope. Padres are bringing up Yuki Matsui. Dodgers are bringing up Ben Casperis. And Emmett Sheen. Not surprising. Kevin Kelly is coming up for the Rockies. He's probably thinking to himself, why? The Pirates are bringing up Bubba Chandler. Andrew Vaughn is coming up for the Brewers. Jacob Webb for the Cubs. Mets are bringing up Nolan McLean. Brian Hudson is also coming up for the Mets. Marlins are bringing up Max Mayer. Hunter Hurston Waldrop is coming up for the Braves. David Davilio coming up for the Rangers. Astros are bringing up Spencer Arrighetti. Interesting choice. Zebby Matthews is coming up for the Twins. Alex Lane is coming up for the Royals. James MacArthur is coming up for the Royals. Tigers are bringing up Bo Brisk. Guardians are bringing up Logan Allen. Mike Vasile is coming up for the White Sox. Cody Ponce is coming up for the Blue Jays. That's not a surprise. I kind of figured that would happen. Addison Barger is also coming up for the Blue Jays. Another one, not surprised. Rays are coming up. Rays are bringing up Santiago Suarez and Ryan Pepoit. Ryan Weathers is coming up for the Yankees. As is Jason Dominguez. Red Sox are bringing up Rami Gonzalez and Peyton Tolley. Yeah, he appeared in the last game. That was not a surprise. Orioles are bringing up Tyler Wells. And that's about it. That is everything up to this point. So, interesting. Be interesting to see if we have any more call-ups, although I don't expect to. So, Evans against Crochet. Oh, hell no. Hell no. No, get your ass out of there. Get your ass to the bullpen. I'm glad I went and looked. They moved Cade Anderson to the bullpen. No, fuck that. No, fuck that noise. Cade Anderson versus Gary Crochet. Man, no, fuck that noise. All right, let's get into this. We're gonna play our lock with Cade Anderson for this game, cause no, y'all ain't gonna do Cade Anderson like that. That's bullshit.
From historic Fenway Park in Boston, Massachusetts, MLB The Show with a good one coming at you. It's the Seattle Mariners and the Boston Red Sox. John Shambi, Chris Singleton with you. All right, Singy, let's talk about the man on the mound. He has been lights out lately.
You're not kidding, Boog. I mean, look at these stats. He's got hitters guessing on every pitch. I'm excited to see if he can maintain his dominance in this one.
All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this.
All right, let's see. How does...
And on the hill in this one, Garrett Crochet. And Singy, he's one of the most dominant arms in all of baseball.
Anytime you have 5 pitches to work with on the mound.
3.
So we get a 2-run lead to work with, thanks to Julio Rodriguez. That's a good way to start.
And
Cade
up to him
Anderson
is
will
Wilson
face
Contreras.
Wilson Contreras.
First baseman, number
Changeup.
40,
Low outside.
Wilson Contreras.
That's a
One
ball.
misses for a ball. We, of course, are 78 and 61. We have a commanding lead
Slider.
in the
Middle
American
outside.
League West. Not surprised.
Well, he had a pretty
That
good
one's
look
in
at that
for a
pitch.
strike.
He's
1
not
and
sure
1.
exactly
Inside.
what tied him up there. Couldn't pull the trigger. And perhaps the best pitch he'll see in this at-bat to hit.
In the air on the
And
infield.
that one is hit in the air. Naylor's coming in to play it.
But it's the pitcher that makes
Hey,
the
I made the
play.
catch.
And there's
Batting
one away.
second, left fielder, Roman Anthony.
Now the number 2 hitter, Roman Anthony.
All around, I think if you asked anyone in this organization who's the best hitter
Changeup.
in the
Low
lineup,
outside.
they would say him.
Here comes the changeup to Anthony.
And
He's
first
going to
offering is
foul
fouled
that
off.
one off.
Anthony with another scorching run of play lately. Check swing, did he go?
Hey,
Yes,
said he
did.
went around.
0-2 now.
0-2. Acosta broke out of an 0-for-21 streak with a 2-hit performance against the Royals.
4-seam fastball. Low outside.
And Acuna broke out of his slump against the Nationals.
In the air,
And
right field.
Anthony hits this one to right.
Snyder.
Ref Snyder's going to come on, make
there's
the
2
catch,
away.
and we are going to get our second out.
Batting third, designated
Yanni Carrot,
hitter,
the number 9
Gonzalez.
Now it's the
prospect
DH.
for the Phillies, goes
Gonzalez.
2 innings and
Good
gets 2
power.
Ks in his
Not
debut
great
against the
in
Rockies.
the OBP department.
4-seam fastball. High outside.
This one driven.
And
Deep center
Gonzalez
field.
hits
On
this
its
one to
way.
center.
Run.
And basically told Cade Anderson, suck it.
His 12th of the season, and they're on the board. It's 2-1.
Wasn't fooled on the first pitch at all. He squared it up right away. Well, he went up there 0-0 looking to do damage. I think he had his sights set on that pitch. He went and got it and circled the bases.
So Trevor Story comes to the plate.
Trevor Story.
We're
in the
up
box
2-1.
here. Lets that one go for a ball.
4-seam fastball. High inside. 4-seam fastball. High inside.
2 down, nobody on.
Hey.
That was in for a strike.
Changeup. Low middle.
He hit that one on the ground.
Over to first.
Donovan makes the scoop,
It's
the
there,
throw,
and that's a
and
great
we get
play.
out of this inning. So we give up the homer.
One, thanks to the
But,
solo homer. On to the second from Fenway Park. The Mariners lead it 2-1. This is Mariners baseball on the show Northwest.
You're out. 3.
So we're still up 2-0 going into the bottom of the second. Carlos, Navarez, Durbin, and Mayer will come to the plate.
Back here in Boston, and now it's the catcher for the Red Sox, Carlos Narvaez.
Carlos Narvaez.
You know, Singy, they talk about Red Sox Nation.
Tavares with a
There is
career high,
something to that
53
because
RBIs.
The Boston Red Sox aren't just about Boston or Massachusetts. It's that whole New England area. So you're talking about Maine, New Hampshire, Vermont, Northern Connecticut. There's a whole segment of the country that is locked in on the Boston Red Sox.
That one hit through the infield.
And it's through
And
and a good
leadoff
start
single
to the
for
inning.
Navarez.
Good start for him to this ball game tonight. I always talk about it. You get a knock in your first.
Caleb
at bat, it just
Durbin
makes
is
your
coming to the
confidence.
plate.
It's such a higher level for the potential of having a big night.
Caleb Durbin,
that
the
one
next
missed
to hit,
for a
takes
ball.
ball one.
He's grounded into 10 double plays on a year.
Low middle.
On the
And
ground.
that
Down
one's
the line,
fouled
and
down the
it's
third base
fouled.
side.
The 1-1.
Way to lay off
Missed
pitch
that
down.
one, 2-1.
Changeup. Middle outside.
Swung on.
And he
bounces.
sent that one to left, but it's going to
That one
get caught.
carrying. High
I
up
think.
the lights
Nope.
and gone.
We gave up a 2-run homer.
His 14th of
Durbin,
the year.
his
And the
14.
Red Sox jump in front.
And the Red
It's
Sox are up
3-2.
3-2.
He hasn't been at his best at the plate these last few games, so this could end up being an important home run for him. Maybe it's a sign of
Anderson
more to
is
come.
not doing too
Changeup
good.
Up in the zone is a hitter's dream. It's a BP fastball, but you're playing in real time. Most times, the pitcher's asking for a new baseball, just like right there.
And now, Marcelo Meyer, 1 for 4 with a double in the ball game last night.
Can be tough
Then
to bounce
for a
back
strike.
after a big home run, but nobody on, nobody out. You just have to treat it as a fresh inning.
Swing and a pop
Got the
up
pop
in
up.
foul
Donovan
ground.
is going to play this.
Room, and he makes
Make
the
the catch for the first out.
Here's the center fielder, Cedar Rafaela.
Cedar
And
Rafaela,
he's
career high
finished
with
the season
19
a new
homers.
Career high in home runs. Close, but called a ball. Ball one. I thought that was a strike, and here's a challenge. It just shaved the zone. So they've still got both their challenges.
Good.
Curveball. Low outside.
And it's even up.
Runs in the dirt.
Changeup.
2 runs across in the inning. Bottom half of inning number 2. Swing and
Got
a
him to
miss.
swing at that one.
And a count 1-2.
Low middle.
Ripped to right.
That one hit the right.
And that's a
It's going to
base
drop
hit.
for a hit. Rafaela is going to be on with a
Good
one-out
two-strike
single.
inning right there, Boog. A bit of a lost start for some, so that was nicely done to beat the odds. And now they've got.
Runner takes off. Strike in there. Throw to second. Out of bounds. Safe.
Yeah, he was going to steal that.
Fastball. High outside.
That wasn't a
Man at second. Now
concern of
a
mine.
pop-up on the infield.
But we get an infield
Mastrobuoni
pop-up.
under this
Master
one.
Boney is going to make the
And
catch.
there's 2 away.
And Rafaela is
That
going to
was a
stand
good
there at
pitch to hit
second.
Right down the heart of the plate. Had pretty good timing on it. Just got underneath it a little bit and popped it up.
High outside.
So the Red Sox lineup turns over. Here's Contreras now.
Get
When you're
Contreras.
struggling out there on the mound, hitters know that there'll be plenty of opportunities within the at-bat to try to get something to hit hard.
And that one is hit to left field. Rafaela is going to score.
He'll score. It's an RBI single.
It's
and
4-2.
they lead by 2.
Picks himself up an RBI. Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
That one hit fair.
Contreras
Down the
in
left field line.
headed for the plate.
Contreras
The relay
is going to
throw.
try to score,
There's the
but he's
tag.
going to get tagged out.
And that's the inning.
Man, I think his
But,
legs are feeling good in this one. He really tried to stretch it there to go from first.
They've got a
all the way to
4-2
home,
lead.
But he ran out of steam a little bit as he
As
came around.
Cade
third.
Anderson
Great relay
is,
from the defense, a quick tag at the
he
plate,
getting beat around.
cut down the run.
I ain't afraid to say it. He getting beat around right now.
Out. 3.
Damn. You know what? I'm willing to go an inning, and we'll see what happens.
Out.
Seriously.
3. Out. You're out.
Wow.
3. Out.
So we've given up 5 runs with Anderson in 3 innings. This is, God, this is not working out.
Out. You're out. 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 Ball 4. Take the base. You're out. Out.
Finally got some offense in the 5th inning. I mean, at this point, I'm just trying to get the 6 innings and pray to God that something's happened.
The past month. Here is a look at the numbers.
You know, these Red Sox doing a good job of simply getting the bat on the ball in this game, and the numbers back that up. One thing that really stands out to me is how they've only struck it.
Well struck right
That
field.
one is hit into right. That one's going to drop.
Over the fence.
And the
It's an
ground
automatic
rule double.
That was loud contact and a no doubt double off the bat. I didn't know it was going to land in the bullpen, though. And he's really improving his accuracy out there. It's almost like he tried to do it.
Outside. That's the
Anthony
ball.
in the box lays off for ball 1.
Low inside.
Count evens at 1.
Chris, he leads the way with the best batting average on the team. Man at second.
That one is fouled off.
4-seam fastball. High nil. 4-seam fastball. High nil.
Just
Ball 2.
missed.
Well, the good thing so far is that he hasn't issued any free passes.
Did it actually miss, or?
Contact, so not getting the swings and misses.
Okay, it missed.
Making that defense work behind it.
Pretty close, but it was a ball. One challenge remaining for them now. Sets him
Got
down
him with the
strikes.
changeup.
Not what you're looking for after the leadoff double. A strikeout, and there's one away. Here comes the manager out of the
And they're
dugout.
pulling me.
He'll make a move for the bullpen. Number 13 done for the afternoon. And the home run really
They're
bit him
pulling
today
me.
as he exits on the hook for the loss. New arm coming on. after
Can't
the
say
break.
I'm surprised.
New pitcher on now, Carlos Vargas.
And that's a big potential run out there in second as he comes in trying to keep the deficit where it is. For the infielders, they got to be thinking about keeping the ball from getting by them into the outfield any way they can.
Vargas is coming in. We're out here in the 5th.
We saw both teams come
We end up
ready
getting
to
a
swing
win.
in this one, and they've got a lot of success. A couple of touchdowns up on the board today. Pretty amazing, and it turned out to be a close one considering all the runs put up. Really wild.
Okay, I'm
Final here
very
today,
curious.
9-8. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon.
So we avoid the sweep, and okay, I'm gonna need to look at the bullpen because this game did not. No, this was not even. Nah. So Julio Rodriguez is named player of the game. Went 3 for 5 with a homer and a triple. Munoz goes an inning, gets the win. He gets Brash gets his 5th save. All right, well I got to look at the box score because this is insane. So we scored 5 runs. We were down 8-4 going into the 8th inning. We gave up 2 runs in the 7th. We managed to score 5 runs in the final 2 innings, including 2 in the 9th to win the game 9-8. Wow. Wow. So Rosarina, Rodriguez, Donovan, and Rev Schneider had doubles. Rodriguez had a triple. Rosarina, Raleigh, Rodriguez, Naylor, Crawford all had homers. Rosarina had 3 RBIs. Raleigh had 1. Rodriguez had 2. Naylor had 1. Crawford had 2. Anderson goes 4 1/3, gives up 8 hits, 6 runs, and 2 Ks. Vargas goes 2/3 an inning, gives up a hit and a K. Evans comes in, pitches 2 innings, gives up 2 hits, 2 runs. Munoz comes in, pitches an inning, gets 2 Ks, and then Brash comes in, pitches. So basically Munoz comes in, pitches the 8th inning, gets 2 Ks. Brash comes in, pitches the 9th, gets 2, and we get the win. I'm absolutely stunned. Roman Anthony and Wilson Contreras had doubles. Anthony, Story, Durbin, and Gonzalez had homers. Anthony had 2 RBIs. Story had 2. Durbin had 2. Gonzalez and Wilson each had 1. Rafaela stole his 15th bag. Crochet goes 6, gives up 5 hits, 4 runs, a walk, and 7 Ks. Greg Weisert goes an inning and a third, gives up 3 hits, 2 runs, a walk, and a K. Whitlock goes the third of an inning, gives up 2 hits, a run. Chapman goes an inning, gives up 3 hits, 2 runs, and strikes out 2. He gets the loss. And Danny Comley comes in, goes a third of an inning, gives up a hit, and that ends up being it. So we go from being down 5-2 when I get pulled in the 4th to scoring 2 runs in the 5th. They get a run, which ends up they get a run in the 5th. They score two in the 7th, which ends up being the final 2 they see. And then we put up 5 runs in the last 2 innings. Gotta love baseball. At least we avoided being swept. Because that was on my mind. So we get the win. We avoid being swept. We lost 2 of 3 to Boston, but again, we avoid being swept. We're going to be home facing the Athletics and the Rangers. We have a 4-game series against the Athletics. Gilbert, Kirby, Castillo, and Sloan will be pitching in that series. They will face Springs in Game 1, Ginn in Game 2, Jacob Lopez in Game 3, and then Luis Morales in Game 4. Morales looks like to be their best pitcher. And then we have a 3-game series with the Rangers. Game 1 will be Cade Anderson, who just got knocked around by the Red Sox, against Jack Leiter. And then we'll see who picks up the ball for games 2 and 3. Damn, that is crazy. So let's take a look at the A's rotation. So Ginn is 3-5. Lopez is 6-10. Morales is 13-5, which is a shock to me. Severino is 6-9. Springs is 7-11. Aaron Chevelle is 5-12. I'm guessing they just brought up Joey Estes because he's 0-0. He's pitched an inning and a K with an 8. Yeah. Hogan Harris has 1 save. Scott Barlow has 1. Who's been getting the majority of their saves? Mark Leiter Jr., he's got 42. So out of all the saves that they've gotten, Leiter's gotten 42. Ferguson's gotten 2. Barlow got 1. Harris got 1. Wow. That's crazy. And then we got the Rangers. Nathan Eovaldi is 11-7. DeGrom is 14-7. Cody Bradford is 7-8. Mackenzie Gore is 10-9. And then Leiter is 9-8. Jacob Latz is also been called, is 1-1. He's a starting pitcher. David DeVello, who got called up, is 0-0, 2 2/3 innings. Kumar Rocker is 1-0. Ah, damn. The Rule 5 draft pick in Carter Ballmer. Oh yeah. He ended up on the actual major league roster. They made a big deal out of that. Jacob Junis has 33 saves. Tyler Alexander has 1, so between them they have 34 saves. Damn. All right, so the next time we will be live, we will be doing the homestand series here between the Athletics and the Rangers. And then we will be heading on the road up, well, technically down from Seattle to Sacramento, and then we will be going to LA, and then doing a 3-game road trip through Colorado before we head home and finish our season with 6 games, 2 against the Astros and 4 against the Angels to end the year. Should be fun, and then we'll have the postseason. So it should be an interesting. It'll be interesting to see what happens, and yeah, we'll be back with that. Monday or Tuesday. Yeah, it'll be Monday or Tuesday. It just depends. It'll either be Monday afternoon or Tuesday afternoon that we'll be back. We'll be back with that. We'll get the We'll get these. Eventually, basically, we'll get these 7 home games out of the way. The 4 against the A's and the 3 against the Rangers. We'll get them out of the way, and we'll get the rest. We'll start working on carving out the rest of the season. So until then, we will see you guys later, and hope y'all enjoy y'all Sunday.